So you may have noticed that the S&P 500 recently hit an all-time high, and a company called Palantir has been its best performer this year. Palantir is a little less than 1% of the S&P 500 by weight. It is a company founded by a man named Peter Thiel. And if that name does not mean much to you, he is the billionaire venture capitalist who essentially plucked J.D. Vance from the obscurity of the sticky couch cushions he was hiding between, and bankrolled and puppeteered his entire short but successful political career. So, Peter Thiel is a man who, like me, believes that democracy and capitalism are ultimately incompatible systems. He just wants to get rid of the democracy part. He actually wrote that in kind of an infamous blog post in 2009, just a few years after he founded Palantir, where he also famously wrote that the, quote, extension of the franchise to women, end quote, means that the libertarian's task, as he sees it, is to essentially transcend politics altogether now that women can vote, and search for new technological frontiers that will essentially render the people's political power irrelevant. So we're off to a good start. So anyway, back to Palantir. It's up 111% this year. Why? Well, speculation about AI is certainly driving a lot of its growth, but then you have to ask yourself, what is Palantir using AI for? That is where shit takes a very dark turn. So Palantir has had a contract with ICE since 2015, and according to public records, has received $900 million in taxpayer funds just since January. It has a couple popular products. One of its popular products is called Foundry, which essentially enables the US government and whoever controls it to easily merge data about American citizens from different government agencies to their social media posts to biometric and medical data to like even your precise location theoretically via license plate readers and your SIM card. Their other popular product is unironically named Gotham, and that is used by militaries and law enforcement, the most prominent use case right now being the IDF. 13 former Palantir employees have since quit and signed a letter essentially warning that this is not gonna end well, folks. Okay, so not good. I don't think that many Americans actually realize how surveilled we are already. Atlanta, Georgia, for example, 448 cameras per square mile, okay? The only cities in the world that are more surveilled than Atlanta are in China. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like the puzzle pieces are in place. They're building the robot that's gonna put them all together. Why is this especially relevant right now? Okay, so what's happening in Palestine, to the streets of DC, to Los Angeles, to the fact that the National Guard is now being threatened to be deployed in 13 other cities. Palantir and ICE are teaming up, collab of the century, to roll out a little system called Immigration OS, which is a platform that is designed to generate reports on immigrants, on visa holders, including everything from what they look like, where they live, where they're traveling, and even monitor them in real time. They are building right under our noses AI-powered weaponized surveillance technology. This is an almost unthinkable infringement on civil rights and liberties. Americans need to know that this is happening. Americans need to know that their tax dollars are being used to surveil them and to make ghouls like Peter Thiel richer. Americans need to know that our retirement accounts are invested in this company. Americans need to know that their data is not safe. And I hate that I even have to state this explicitly, but if you think that they're going to invest billions upon billions of dollars in creating a AI-powered surveillance state, in developing the technology and building the infrastructure and establishing paramilitaries, and they're going to just stop after they use it on undocumented people? And I have an original gold-plated copy of the USA Patriot Act to sell you.